You ever feel like something's just off? Like behind all the headlines, the scandals, the half-baked press conferences, there's a rot nobody wants to talk about. Welcome to NewsDecoded, and tonight we're diving into one of the darkest rabbit holes out there. Yeah, we call this corner of the internet Dark Corners, and by the time we're done, you'll see exactly why. One of the many underage girls who accused Giuffre Epstein of sex trafficking, what a lot of people don't realise. Virginia worked at Mar-a-Lago. She was 17, handing out towels by the pool when Epstein found her. Yeah. That's where it started. She later ended up in Australia and reportedly died by suicide. Another name. Another silence. So let's talk about Ivana Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump's first wife. She's dead. Buried. In the backyard of one of Trump's golf courses in Bedminster, New Jersey. In a back lot. The story? She supposedly fell down a flight of stairs. That's it. No cameras, no details, just boom. Dead. Buried next to the 9th hole. And Trump? He's out here calling it the Epstein hoax. That's what he posted last Sunday. Poll numbers have gone up since the Epstein hoax was exposed, he writes. Calls it a Democratic smear campaign. Says he's at 90%, 92%, 95% approval in Republican polls. Because your name's in the mix. What does that say about you? Now, let's talk about Virginia Giuffre, formerly Virginia Roberts. Underage models being abused, exploited, passed around like currency. And the thing is, no one stopped it. No one blew the whistle. Their trauma wiped away by a guy with a gold toilet who says, it's all fake. They all just moved on. Business as usual, for everyone else connected to that trafficking ring to walk free. And you know what gets left behind? Justice. Justice gets buried, just like Ivana. Trump's dark past isn't just some tabloid drama. It's got layers. We know Epstein trafficked minors while hanging out with Trump. That's fact. It's documented. They were close. Trump once said, Giuffre likes beautiful women, on the younger side. That's not a throwaway quote. That's an admission. They turn to Fox News and scream, blockbuster scandal. But the scandal is Trump himself. The lies, the crimes, the abuse. Manufactured documents, they say. Data manipulation. Anything to shift the spotlight away from the man at the centre, Trump. And guess what? They did. Emails got leaked. It was all right there in front of us. Then we get to John Casablancas. That name ring a bell? It should. Undermining NATO. Blocking weapons. Mocking his own allies. It's not a hoax. It's not fake news. It's happening in plain sight. Let's just say the walls were closing in fast. While he rants about polling numbers and cries fake news, his own house is burning down. It only went up 0.1%. That's easy to say when you're rich. Try buying eggs on minimum wage and then tell me it's no big deal. He had connections to billionaires, politicians, royalty. And yeah, Donald Trump was on the guest list. Multiple times. So were others. The only thing sticking is the stench of desperation. Fox trotted out Tulsi Gabbard, Pam Bondi, and some guy named Kash Patel. Dude, are you serious? People are struggling with rent, with inflation, and your focus is on renaming sports teams. Smash the like, drop a comment. We want to hear your thoughts, your theories, your fire. They're claiming Obama set Trump up. It's all one big conspiracy. They're throwing spaghetti at the wall hoping something sticks, especially when the darkness tries to drown us out. Stay sharp, stay aware, stay loud. But tonight isn't he about who was on the flight logs. It's about the pattern. What does that even mean? That sentence makes zero sense, just like the rest of his policies. 6 months isn't long enough to fix a nation, but it's long enough to ruin one. And Trump's track record? Total demolition. He promised to end both in 24 hours, but here we are, worse off. He's even helping Netanyahu move people from Gaza to other countries. You hearing this? A place where we don't tiptoe around the truth, where we say what needs to be said, and we say it loud. So if you're down for that, I mean, really? Consequential how? Because it sure as hell ain't because of strong leadership. It's because of chaos, division, and lies. A nation drowning in conspiracy and corruption, while the people in power play make-believe. And how Trump fits into that picture like a missing puzzle piece. He ran Elite Model Management, and he was tight with Trump. Like, tight. They ran beauty pageants together. Real classy stuff, right? Except Casablancas was sleeping with underage girls, cheated on his wife with a 15-year-old. Eventually married a 17-year-old. Real romantic. And yeah, he was another one who died quietly. Elite Model Management, the company. The same one that had partnerships with Trump's businesses. full of scandals. Jeffrey Epstein, yeah, the big one, he's dead too. Officially a suicide. Unofficially. See, it's not just Epstein, it's the whole web. The lies, the victims, the history. First off, no, you're not. Second, if you're calling child sex trafficking a hoax, just meanwhile, real victims, real people, get dismissed. And when you call it a hoax, you open the door for Ghislaine Maxwell to appeal her case. Now let's back up a second. But Trump wants you to believe none of it matters, that it's all fake. He posted this. Today marks 6 months into my second term, the most consequential 6 months ever. He claims to have ended multiple wars. Which ones? Gaza? Ukraine? Trump said, "We've ended wars not related to us except for trade or friendship. And now the MAGA base is scared. His secrets are coming back to haunt him. So what do? Fox News wants you to believe it's about Obama, or Russia, or the 2016 election. Let's not forget, Trump stood on stage and said, 'Russia, if you're listening, please hack my opponent.' Now he's playing the same game with Ukraine, cozying up to Putin, and he's not alone. But guess what? Trump even brought up the Redskins and the Indians, saying we should change the names back, calls it a clamoring from the great Indian people. Oh, and then there's Howard Lutnick, a billionaire who's out here saying, nobody really cares about inflation. So yeah, this is where we are. Dark times, twisted headlines. But here at NewsDecoded, we don't just decode the headlines, we drag the shadows into the light. And listen, this is the launch of our channel. If you're still watching, you're part of something brand new. Hit that subscribe button. Every voice matters. This has been another dive into the Dark Corners files, only on NewsDecoded. And trust me, we're just getting started. See you in the next one.